welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm gonna teach you the scale tool, shear tool, and the reshape tool. Like these are similar to the selection tool and the direct selection tool, but they have something new, like they have something new in feature. That's why they're another option. So let's just dive into it quickly. So over here, you can see the scale icon. When you will right click over here, three more options will open. I'm just going to take this box out of my toolbar. And now let's begin with it. First of all, let me just take a simple square. And I'm going to give it another different color. Like let's give it somewhat like blue. Okay, so I've just taken my selection tool. And now I am resizing it. So we can do resizing with the selection tool as well as the scale tool. In the scale tool, there is also pivot point. In the scale tool, you also use the pivot point like we use in the rotate tool in our I'm going to tell you the class number. The link is going to be like above my screen to the right top corner. I'm going to click in the between. And now if you notice it, now it's moving equally to the opposite direction. So basically you can like this is, and what if I put my pivot point like over to somewhat like this corner. And now if I will move, it will move directly from that the top left corner. Now what if, like again I'm gonna put my point somewhat around here. And I'm gonna hold my Alt key. Like this, I'm gonna hold my Alt key and I'm gonna let me see what happens. I'm just gonna do it one more time. Okay, now it works. I have just folded my Alt key and it had made a duplicate using that scale. Now I'm gonna Control D, and now can you see it's making a really amazing looking pathway. Like it's like somehow making what can we say, like we can say like a hallway, and it's really cool. You can explore it by your own. I'm gonna do this whole. Now let's just jump on to the shear tool. Now you might be wondering what is the shear tool. Now I have again I'm going to take a square. It's like the easiest example I can show you. Then take my shear tool. I'm going to just click it on the center. And what does shear do? Shear does, it basically makes a perspective view. Like you can make something like slant like this and like that. And let's just do one more thing. If I need several points like this, then to take care of it. And I'm gonna use my let's just take our scale tool. Yeah, and I'm gonna click someone over here. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna use my shear tool. I'm gonna click somewhere around here. And now can you see it's like creating like we can make a like literally a zebra crossing through it. Let's just change the color to black. And let's just keep this fill none. So we just create somewhat like a zebra crossing. Alright. So now I'm just gonna delete it. It's not looking that much impressive. Now let's move on to our reshape tool. Now let's just discuss it simply. Basically, like for example, I have made this line. Now, if I want to make a curve over here, what will I do? I will go in my pen tool, right click, add a anchor point. And I'm just going to click over here. I'm going to take my direct selection tool. But before taking my direct selection, I'm going to take my anchor point. Wait. I'm just going to take my direct selection tool first. I'm going to make it someone like this. And now I'm going to take my anchor point. And I need it like this. And I'm just gonna increase my stroke so that it's easy to understand. So I basically made this curve. For how many steps we did? We did the first step, we like go on to the pen tool toolbar section and we selected the add up anchor point. And then we dip our direct selection tool and move that curve, that point towards the left. And then we use our and like then we use our anchor point tool and we made a curve using that. So 3 steps totally. Now what if exactly the same I did it over here? I made the same line with the same length and stroke. And now I'm gonna take my reshape tool and I'm gonna hold it like this. Voila! Just only one step and we made exactly the thing we made over there. Now what if I made this little rectangle and I'm gonna delete these two. Then I bring it over here. Now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take my reshape tool. Alright. Let's just select a particular line. Okay, let's just take our anchor point tool. When I make a line, I'm gonna escape and then I'm gonna make another line like this. I'm just gonna make it a little bit closer. Um Now what I'm just gonna like do it, I'm just gonna select it like this. Alright, now we have bring them a little closer and I'm gonna select this one. And I'm gonna just simply move this around like this. And just like this. And the same, I'm gonna select this part. And I'm gonna again take my reshape tool. And I'm gonna do it like this. And this. So we made something like a curvy point and we can just join these two together like this. So you can make something like random like this as well. So I'm just gonna delete it for now. Now let's do something fun. And the thought of fun is like something exciting. So let's just do a fun little thing we can do. I'm gonna make my toolbar something like vertical. I'm gonna zoom out a little. Alright, now I'm ready. First you need to set up your artboard and that's like the thing I use to organize my graphics. Now what I'm gonna simply do is that ignore my drawing. I'm just gonna make it, okay? I'm gonna take a rectangle around here and then I'm gonna give it a color of brown. And I'm gonna give it a fill of this type of brown. And I'm gonna give it stroke none. Now basically what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna take a polygon tool and I'm making this polygon. Now this polygon has 6 sides, but I don't want 6 sides. I want like 3 sides. So what you do is there's a shortcut. You can use your arrow keys. You can use your arrow keys to like increase the size and decrease. Okay. I'm just gonna decrease it and put it like somewhat like this. I'm gonna hold my shift key. And now I'm gonna like just bring it down towards here. And I'm gonna use my reshape tool and make it a little bit curvy. Alright, let's just leave it. And just made it like this and I'm going to select these two and I want to make them one particular shape. Now how will I do that? We will learn this tool in detail in the, I guess in the next class or in the further classes in the future. But for now, I'm just going to give it a basic concept. It's a shape builder tool. So the shortcut is Shift M. And I'm going to just select it like this. And now I've created a little like branch or what a stem of my tree. And I'm going to make like a tree. For making a tree again, I'm going to take my selection tool, but I'm going to give it a different fill. Of course, like I'm gonna give it someone like this type of And maybe I selected the stem. I don't want to select the stem. And you can change my color to this type of green. And I'm going to take my polygon tool and I'm going to use my shift key and I made like something like this. Okay, now I'm going to make another duplicate. Okay, I made this look fun looking like a tree. Now I just want to do one more thing before this is that I'm gonna just like make a pathway. For making a pathway, I'm gonna like take my rectangle tool. I'm gonna make something like this. Alright. Now I'm gonna take my scale tool. And first of all, what I'm gonna do first of all, I'm just gonna move this a little bit over here. Now I have this like pathway and obviously pathways are not green. I'm gonna make it somewhat like gray. Now I'm gonna like first I'll go my direct selection tool and select these two above points. I'm gonna take my scale tool and click it over here. And now I am gonna make a narrow roadway. Like this. Okay. So we made a road perspective. Now I'm just gonna say I'm gonna select my whole tree and I'm gonna make it like a group so that I don't get confused. I'm gonna make another one over here, just like parallel to that one. Alright, now I'm gonna select these both. I'm gonna select these both. And now what I'm gonna do is that I am gonna, okay, so now what I'm gonna do is that first of all, I have selected them and I'm going to put my pivot point on the top of the path of my road. And now I am going to move them by holding my Alt key. And now I'm going to Control D. Now I pretty much know that now I need to change the position of my road. Let's just align it to the center. Okay. And now I'm just gonna take my scale tool again. And I'm gonna click it over here. And now let's just adjust them accordingly. I'm just thinking of deleting these trees at the back. Okay, now that's better. And I'm also thinking of creating like what can we say that I want to create a hole, like a cave type of structure. Is it gonna be interesting? And now I'm gonna attach these two to make this type of shape. And I'm gonna bring it obviously at the back. I am gonna give it a different color, a little darker color. And I'm gonna line it to my artboard from to the center. Okay, it is giving a view pop. And now what I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna take a rectangle and I'm thinking of creating a shape like this. And obviously it's gonna go at the very back. And it's gonna have a color like a light green or a dark green. Let's just create a gradient. What do you say? Is it looking good? Like, too much. Let's just create a gradient. I'm gonna make a gradient. And I'm gonna make a gradient slope. Gonna double click this. And I'm gonna just make it a little darker. And now I'm just gonna like, I wanna make it a little darker. And I'm just gonna delete this one. Okay. Okay, so we made a little gradient type of thing. And now I want to make finally the sky. The sky is also coming in the gradient, don't worry. We are obviously gonna change it. And I am gonna bring it till the back. And what I just want to do a little detailing. Now I'm just gonna like, okay. Alright, now I'm gonna make another duplicate. And I am gonna resize it more. And I'm gonna make it a little lighter gray. And I'm gonna send it to the very back. Okay. Okay. So I guess we're finally done with our good and really beautiful looking landscape. So hope you love this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to share it to your friends. And if you have any queries or like any questions that pop up in your mind, never bother to like go in the comment section and for your queries. And I'm always live to answer you.